not scheduled. Previous video was going to be a commentary, but I had to edit the middle part out so I could throw up some proof to help support this. Last night I 10th Prestige, and today, the second map tonight, the Pro happens to be in there, and he bans me by assuming that I don't have a legit account or a legit 10th Prestige. And then he lies to me. Here's me sending him my third message. The first two were very polite, respectful voice messages. Otherwise, he wouldn't have, sent the nice message he did back that you'll see later. But here I'm saying, hey, buddy, you can see that I played 7th, 8th, 9th Prestiges in my YouTube video channel. So why, after me defending you on the YouTube video, whatever, that he had against him, why am I getting, suspended when he assumes that I have a, unlegit 10th Prestige? And I only played with him for 1 minute. Didn't realize he was the Pro until the match had already started. We joined a game that was after their minute-long intermission. The timer started. I realized he was the Pro, and then 10 seconds after that, after 30 seconds into the first round of the CTF game, I was banned and disconnected. What's funny is the 3 maps prior to that, what happened is, you're going to see here, this is going to be me trying to sign in with X X and showing that I was banned until the 15th. Also, take notice of the time. It's about 8:15. This happened about 8:05 to 8:10 tonight, Pacific time. What happened is 3 of us, Untouchable with 2 E's and NVGA Outcast, and myself are trying to play some CTF, even though the 3 other people were horrible, 110, 114, and then I forget what the other guys' kill death was. We still won 2-0. 2 of the people we had played against were Metalocalypse 420 with a O instead of a 0, and Steve Gunner's Z. You'll notice why I mentioned that now too. At the beginning of the match, they went and said something to me. Again, here I'm showing, he didn't reply. At the beginning of the first map we played, the 3 of us versus their party, there was no, they sarcastically made a remark about my 10th Prestige. And that was it. We left to go pick up 2 other people, Strong Machine and Optic Isis. She's a member of Team Optic, and Strong Machine, her husband. As you'll see here, I get a message. I leave this part in here. I can't hear him over the Modern Warfare music. I leave this part in here though because you'll see that I recorded without knowing what it even said yet. It shows number 1 there. I have no idea what it says. But yeah, so what I'm pretty much guessing, since I went and checked the friends list of those 2 guys, the only 2 that had their friends list public, my recent players, they're both friends of the Pro. So when we get back in the in the matchmaking for CTF, and we get joined up with the same people, except this time the Pro's in there, what I'm guessing is that they had mentioned, hey, we just played with this 10th Prestige guy, and because when we came in, what do you hear when I go into that first, right before the map starts? Oh, regards, he remembered me from the map prior. But, so I go to the dashboard where there's no music playing in the background, and here I'll increase the volume on my video software. Now, here's the words of the infamous The Pro.
I didn't suspend you, but I did look at your account and remove a suspension that was in there. You're in my Air Force. Well, that's good. I'm a Major Marine. Hope everything's going okay with you down there in McCord, or wherever you are. I didn't suspend you, but I did look at your account and remove a suspension that was in there. You're in my Air Force. Well, that's good. I'm a Major Marine. Hope everything's going okay with you down there in McCord, or wherever you are.
I didn't suspend you. Alright. I 10th Prestige last night. As you'll see later in my bio, I put the date in there. I had question marks in the place of where I put the date and how many days it took me, just like I have for the 10th Prestige, rank 70's 10th Prestige spot, until I got it last night. But I didn't suspend you. It makes no sense, seeing as I wasn't suspended until I played with you. So either it was you or somebody else in the party. But yeah. But I did look at your account and remove the suspension that wasn't there. Well, first off, if it wasn't you and it was somebody else in your party, because I just played with you, then why didn't they suspend me when I just played with them the map prior? But I did look at your account and remove the suspension that wasn't there. If I was suspended prior and I just played with you, what was the suspension for and why did you remove it? You know, that makes no sense. Pretty much I'm catching him in a lie here. It sounds very much like he's just trying to cover his ass, that he didn't do it when it's very obvious he did. And, you know, he removed the suspension that wasn't there. Why? Well, because I'm in the Air Force, you know, and he's a major in the Marines. A definite reason to take off suspension that I supposedly deserve, you know. Crazy stuff. I took some leave this week, 5 days, and oddly enough, this is my last day before I go back to work. What a way to end my vacation. Thank you very much, sir. If you're in my Air Force, oh, well, that's good. At first, I thought he said, well, I'm glad you're in the Marine, or I'm glad you're a Marine, but now that I can hear on my computer speakers, it definitely says, you know, I'm a major in the Marines, and, you know, I totally respect, you know, those of authority. I can't take him just on his word over the internet. I've had a person tell me he's a lieutenant colonel over Xbox Live and expected me to treat him with respect over it when after he trash talks me. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do that without proof. Just not going to take his word for it. But yeah, I love Microsoft. I love everything they do. A Major's Minute, you know, everything about it. Totally. I got a PlayStation 3 because I won a whole bunch of poker tournaments over Thanksgiving, and it sat in my drawer so long I got rid of it. I have a Zune HD. It's, you know, I love the software that it comes with. Yeah. So hope everything's going well with you there in McCord or wherever you are. Again, the way he sounds nervous and whatnot just sounds like another way to try and get on my good side and a very empty well wish. Here you can see the party I threw together. Because I signed out of Tunica Molesta and went back to Extra Guards X after I was able to sign in, I didn't realize that it wouldn't put the voice through the speakers so I could record what their responses were, even though I was going to record what I was saying when I told them what happened, because I knew they'd all love to hear about it because everybody's heard of the Pro. The here you see, though, I'm going and showing, you know, he's in my recent players. He's right there on the bottom, seen an hour ago. At the beginning of the video, you see that was 8:15. Here on the time it says 9:10, so 1 hour ago. I think it's 9:10, 9:16. Again, this is the preview part of my Pinnacle Studio Ultimate editing software, so I can't tell from here. When I watch the final thing, it'll show. But here, again, I'm going to actually, because I went and checked those recent players' friend list, the only people I had in public were, again, Metalocalypse and Steve Gunner, two people I just played with prior before the Pro joined their party, and both which have the Pro on their friends list. Both of which were people that were mocking me for my rank 20, 21 10th Prestige, and then, you know, bringing it back up once we got matched up with them again. You know, again, like, I love Microsoft and everything else, but I'm pretty sure that assuming that someone cheated and then acting on it, and then lying, none of that stuff is part of protocol. You know, Microsoft claimed that he followed protocol prior. But, again, there you go. You see that he's in Metalocalypses, and then check Steve Gunner's friends. He's in there, too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that assuming and then lying to the user after he does the suspension is not part of their protocol. You know, again, I don't hold Microsoft responsible. I hold the Pro responsible. Everybody is, you know, their own actions, everything else. I follow, you know, cheaters and stuff in free-for-all games and make sure they don't boost by ruining their boosting matches or their attempts at boosting. But here's the funny part. Now check out my bio, which this has always been my bio. The question marks also filled in the 10th Prestige part up until last night. I put in my days, hours, minutes, and then the date. See how pissed off I am right there? Grr. Bill got Pilsier. Crazy stuff, right? Well, this is a video to show that the Pro actually isn't as legit as everybody thinks. It wasn't just editing. He is just another human being that made a mistake and then tried covering his ass with a lie. So thanks for watching. This is Extra Guards X. Out.